She snitched on him. Y'all, the mama dry snitched on him. She told me stuff that I didn't even know. What she did was, she was just like,
yeah, because I told him not to go over those statements that time they got caught with them guns. And then he was talking about, he was at the job that he was at. He was at the job that he was at, and they was trying to say that he was stealing.
So I'm like, hey y'all, it's Dre and I'm back with another video. It's Dre, aka Dre Lachey, and I'm back with another video. Hey, I'm back with another video. I'm back with another video. I'm back with another video. I'm back. To y'all who are new to my channel, thank you all for subscribing. I see y'all still pushing up the subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You will not be disappointed if you clicked on this video. You clicked on it for a reason. And for my MVPs, my returners, my VIPs, I say it all the time. Me love you a long time. Thank you for coming back for another video. This is going to be a story time of the time that I got catfished.
This is the time that I got catfished, y'all. I got catfished in real life.
This happened a couple of years back. And this goes back to teenage years. So I knew him way back when we were teenagers, and I ended up running across him again as an adult. He was so persistent. He was very persistent with trying to talk to me. And I was like at a point where I'm like, I'm zen.
Numb your heart and giggle, numb your heart and giggle.
I'm like, whatever. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I'm good. I'm happy with being single. I'm learning myself. I think I was mid-20s too, y'all. I was mid-20s. I don't need no distraction. God got me. I'm happy with being me. I'm learning me. And he was like,
no, I really want to talk.
So I'm like having regular conversation, because I'm going to ask you about your life, period. Just to try to get to know you. I'm going to be nice to anybody. That's just in me. I asked this young man, what do you do? He was like,
oh, I'm in school and I'm a barber. I'm a licensed barber.
He also told me that he worked at a fast food restaurant. So I ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna judge you that you work in a fast food restaurant. You got a job, you out here grinding, and as long as you ain't being lazy trying to mooch off nobody else, you good in my book.
All good in the hood.
So I'm like, okay, he a barber, okay, little barber and license. I do hair. I was like related to him on that, like, yeah, I do hair. And so yeah, he brought up the idea of, yeah, we can one day have a whole little shop together, whatever, buy a shop or whatever, own it, and then I do barbering in the front, you do your beauty stuff in the back. I'm like, sound like a good idea. Yeah, I'm entertaining the conversation basically. So he was like, okay, I love the fact that you're super strong. I love that. He was just like,
I get it. I understand. Like, you want to be single, because I don't trust folks neither. And like, people come around and ruin your peace, your zen, and I like being single.
It went from that to quickly him saying,
man, this single stuff for the birds. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, I like you.
This literally happened in a matter of weeks. He's like,
I'm telling you, I like you, and you constantly pushing out, man, this single stuff for the birds. I ain't for all that. I know you happy with being single, but sometimes you need to.
You know how folks be, they do the talking. And he kept pushing, and I had at one point I was just like, forget it. Okay, cool. I'll give it a chance. I hadn't been in a relationship in a while.
Forget it.
So I called myself so-called talking, being exclusive with this young man. And we talked for like, what was it, a month? Almost a month. Being
exclusive.
And all of a sudden, one day, his cousin kept calling my phone. I'm like, he called my phone from his phone. I'm like, I hadn't talked to him neither. I'm like, okay, what's going on with him? So I just completely just stopped answering his call. So his cousin called me from his number first, and then I didn't answer. So then he called me from another number. I didn't, keep in mind, I didn't know who this was trying to contact me, and I hadn't talked to the guy. And so his cousin left a voicemail like,
"Man, this Andrea, this so pick up the phone, I gotta talk to you."
I'm like, what he calling me for? And I'm going in my head like, okay, I pray ain't nothing happened to him. Like, I don't despise him, but I don't want no bad luck on him. I pick up the phone. His cousins, I'm gonna call him Tony. I'm gonna call him Tony, and I'm gonna call his cousin Jeff. That's what I'm gonna do. Tony is the guy that I was exclusive with. Jeff is the cousin. So he was like,
I'm like, Tony got locked up. Tony got pulled over and locked up, and he told me to call you and let you know.
I'm like, bro?
Locked up? What?
He was like,
I'm finna call him on the other end. I'm finna call him on the other end.
I hung up. I hung up the phone, blocked him. So then his mama, Tony mama, started calling me. I mean, she was just like,
He really want to talk to you. He really want to talk to you.
I'm like, what happened to you? What happened to you? He gives me the story of, oh. He give me the story of,
Oh, the police pulled me over and like, I was driving and I ain't know my license was suspended.
so I'm like, what? This messed up my naive young self. I believed it. I ain't never had no situation like that. I never had talked to nobody that had been locked up or for anything. So he was like,
They pulled me over and saw that my license was suspended, so they went on and took me down.
yeah. I went over his mama's house. I started getting a soft bone in my body. I went over to his mama's house, was sitting over there almost every day when he was locked up. And she snitched on him. Y'all, the mama dry snitched on him. She told me stuff that I didn't even know. What she did was, she was just like,
Yeah, because I told him not to go over those states with that time they got caught with them guns, and then he was talking about he was at the job that he was at. He was at the job that he was at, and they was trying to say that he was stealing.
so I'm like, rewind. In my head, I'm like,
Okay, then. This woman just said something. She can possibly know what he done told me. I think she think that he done told me something.
so I played along with it. I was just like,
Oh, you talking about this job?
this was the fast food job. So,
I was like, you talking about this job?
and she was just like,
Yeah, when they had fired him, they tried to bring that case against him.
I said, oh yeah, when did they fire him again?
she said,
Oh, they fired him.
no.
They fired him about 8 months ago.
I was like,
Wait a minute. Hold up. Stop. Wait a minute. Bow, bow.
like, wait a minute, what? He told me he had been working this job and he was a barber. Keep this in mind, this is current day. When she said that they fired him like 8 months ago, I was like, in my head, like,
Ninja. Ninja, really?
so I took in the information. I text my cousin, God rest her soul, that was my wing woman. I text her, I said,
Call me. Act like you crying. Act like you crying and you broke down on the side of the road.
cause she finna try to take me down there to see him, and she just dry snitched on him, and I ain't supporting nobody that's doing wrong out here in these streets. So I said, call me. I'm finna stop texting you. Call me. She called me screaming, crying. She didn't even ask me what was going on yet. She knew I was gonna get her the lowdown once I got home. She called me crying and screaming. I was like, where you at? Where you at? You need me to come get you? She was like, yes, come now. I need you now. So, y'all, I hung up. I was like, my cousin stranded on the, stranded. I gotta go get her. Ain't nobody answering the phone for her. Guess what this fool mama say? She was like,
Really? She ain't get nobody else to go. He really want to see you. He really want to see. Like, that's messed up. I don't mean no harm, but you gonna have to tell your little cuz, like, she gonna have to find somebody else.
and I'm like, I told that woman, I said,
That's my little cousin. I'm finna go look out for her and go take care of her.
even though I was telling the story,
I'm finna go take care of her. I'm not finna leave my cousin on the side of the road. I'm finna go.
she was like,
I really hate that. I wish you could tell her. No.
I walked out the door. I was like, these folks is loco. They
Go look up. Go look up. Go look up.
go loco. These folks is insane in the brain.
In membrane. It stayed in the membrane.
Y'all, I got home and told my cousin all of this. I told her all of this, y'all.
But wait, there's more.
Or y'all think I stopped talking to him? I was young, y'all. Don't judge me. That's why I do these story times and these sidebar. That's why I do these motivation videos. I done been through some things. I talked through things I done went through to help somebody else to not go through what I done went through. I did not stop talking to him. So then when he finally got out, he called me, blew me up. He was like,
Angel, please, I'm sorry. I just want to tell you the truth. I just want to tell you the truth.
because I said, had you told me the truth from the beginning, I wouldn't even just cut you off like that, to be quite honest. I'm not harsh on nobody because I know I move in love. I don't judge you for what you do. I don't live that life and I don't want to be involved, but I still will speak and be nice to you. So then I told him that he took it in. So I guess he was trying to go another route.
I'm just going to ask me anything you want to ask me. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm just going to tell you the truth.
So he told me exactly what happened at the place. He still sugarcoated a little bit, but he told me what happened at the place when he got unemployed months ago. And he told me he really wasn't a licensed barber. I was like, psh.
Andrew, don't judge. You've not had a job before. Don't judge.
So I started back talking to him. I was talking to this dude for about 2 years, y'all. That's how crazy it is. So I talked to him again, and not even about 3 months later, this fool was on the phone with me. I was going to school at that time, undergrad. I had just got back at the University of Memphis. It was early before I had went to school. It was before I had drove to the school. I was waking up and telling him I'm getting ready. He was getting off from a good job that he had got, y'all. Next thing you know, I hear him say,
They behind us. Oh, no. Hey, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you back.
I'm like,
Lord, the police pulled this boy over. Is he driving without a license?
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I didn't hear from him for hours. I had went to school. I was sitting in the hallway. I remember this because I was going to Spanish class. This man called me from jail. I picked up. It said, you have a collect call from. I'm like, oh, shoot. Here we go. He called me. I said, hello. He says,
Man, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
I'm like,
What happened?
Man, the police pulled us over. I guess my friend ran the stop.
and I was like, so he paused and he was like,
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Man, I was in the car with these dudes, and I didn't know they had stole merchandise from the job. And so they got all of us. They tried to blame some of it on me, so they got me too.
so I'm like, are you serious? I believe that fool. And I'm pretty sure y'all thinking like, yeah, right. Y'all, this man lied. I come to find out he was stealing and tried to blame it on folks. He was stealing out of that place. Y'all, so he got fired from that job, needless to say. Got out of jail. Guess what?
Boo Boo the fool still was talking to him just because he did what? Told me the truth about him.
Y'all, I helped this fool get a great job. He had a label on his background. I helped him get a good job, a job that's gonna let him elevate despite his record. So y'all, I was taking him to work, getting up early, taking him and everything until he could get a car. Y'all know this fool finally got a car and he was like, okay, I'm headed to work. He was lying to me. He wasn't even headed to work, y'all. None of them days he was telling me he was headed to work. This man got that car and quit that job. Didn't want to work. At this point, I'm like, are you dumb or are you...
Are you dumb? Are you dumb or are you dumb? Are you dumb or are you dumb? Are you dumb or are you dumb?
Y'all, come to find out this man had stopped working at the job. He stopped working automatically as soon as he got that car. He had been lying to me saying he was going. We had a whole big thing because I really cared about him at that time. So I was all emotional, crying and stuff. He hit me with that line.
You signed up for this.
How did I sign up for it and you begged me to talk to me? That's what I'm thinking.
But y'all, when I was still super in care for him, in life for him, in love with him, y'all, I saw that he was going on talking to other women, like regardless of, he had dropped me like a bad habit. And he was talking to other women. Y'all, I found out the fool catfished me for one. Came in telling me he was a barber and he was working and he had all this stuff going for himself. Y'all, not only did he catfish me, he went on to catfish again.
That sounds so poetic, but it ain't.
Y'all, I'm a licensed social worker. Yeah, I had been talking to him about my schooling and like the whole process is with the financial aid, getting into school, enrolling, my major, and I could have did all that details. That man was soaking it in like a sponge, y'all, because he went to the next female. I kid y'all not, saw a message this man told this girl just so she wouldn't think that he had it, because he tricked me into thinking that he had it, just so she wouldn't think he had it and would be okay with him not having certain things in their relationship. He told her,
oh, I'm in school. I'm in undergrad. I got a few student loans. I got a few student loans that I need to pay off, but I'm paying for school out of pocket and I do social work.
The audacity. He went on to Catfish again with my identity. The only thing he didn't use was my name. That was my story of the time that I got catfished, and then that person went on to catfish somebody else using my identity. I hope y'all like that video. I got so many more stories like this. If y'all like this video, tag a couple of friends who may have gone through the same thing. Share this video on your social media platforms. I am on Instagram, I am on Facebook, and I am on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me, share, like. Comment below if you like this story about the time I got catfished. If you want to hear more, comment below, and I definitely will come with them because I got stories for days. I love y'all. Me love y'all a long time. Come back for another video. Thank y'all for staying with me. Bye. Mwah.